Hi guys, my name is Sriram and my topic is about Android OS with its architecture and Android application with Dalvik Virtual Machine Review. Okay, let's see the abstract of this. Android OS has a broad and open source platform with 4 layers concerned with the Android platform and futures of Android applications. Gave a detailed picture of Android applications framework from potential of developers. The home screen of the devices booted with Android have primary navigations from Information Hub. These in Android devices as the desktop found on personal computers. If we illustrated with the simple music player, an example to demonstrate the basic working process of Android applications components as it plays the music using the service component. Example, media player from a class of library layers. In this paper could provide a guidance to understanding the operation mechanism of Android applications and also give some sense to developing applications on Android platform. This paper also describes some working of Dalvik virtual machine and also elaborates kernel of Android operating system. So the keywords are given. Okay, let's get into the introduction. Android applications are mostly developed using Java language by using the Android Software Development Kit. Application framework define the common structure of the program in specific domain. Essentially, an application framework is a component that can be reused in set the architecture of applications and incorporated as a set of abstract classes and cooperation of their instances. Android devices are usually powered with battery, so Android OS is designed to manage process to keep power consumption as minimum as it can. In Android devices, when the application is not in use, the OS shelves its operations while also available if it needs for immediate use rather than closed, and during this process it does not use battery power or CPU resources, and the Android manages applications stored in memory automatically when the memory is low. The system will begin invisible and automatically closing inactive processing starting with those that have been inactive for the longest. Unlike PC operating systems, mobile phone operating systems are constrained by their hardware, storage, power, and dissipation and mobility conditions. Compared with the development of applications on PC, there are some different features of applications on mobile phone operating systems. This paper introduces the basic architecture and application framework of Android operating system. Give a detailed description of main structure of Android applications and the methods of application based on Android application framework and Dalvik virtual machine. Okay, introduction of Android OS. So the Android is a comprehensive operating environment that is based on Linux kernel with some version like v2.6. It is also layered system. In the architecture of the Android system have shown in this picture, as the picture is showing different layers of Android, that is application layer, application framework layer, library layer, and Android runtime layer and kernel layer. Each layer is connected with one another, which we will discuss in this paper. Okay, so in this given below, it is an architecture diagram. Okay, so first, application layers. It is a site of all Android application which is responsible to include an email client, SMS program, maps, browser, contacts, and others. All the mentioned applications are written using Java programming language. Application framework layer. It is a layer which defines the Android application framework. All Android applications based on the application framework. The Android application framework includes a rich, extensible set of views that can be used to build an application with beautiful user includes a set of content providers responsible to enable applications to access data from other applications or to share their own data. The resource manager responsible to provide access to non-core resources such as localized strings, graphics, and layers and layout files. A notification manager responsible to enables all applications to display custom alerts in the status bar. An activity manager is responsible to manage the life cycle of applications and provide a common navigation backstack. And there is local manager, package manager, window manager, and telephone manager. Applications library. GNU Libs. It is too big complicated for mobile phones, so Android implements its own special version of Libic and Bionic Libic, which is smaller size 200K. In it is some future steps out of some complicated C++ features. The most significant one on C++ extension, very special and small thread implementations heavily based on kernel Futex. Bionic Libic does not fully support of POSIX and it is not compatible with Glibic. Library layers includes a set of C or C++ libraries used by various components of Android system and provides supporters of application framework. Android runtime. It includes a set of core libraries and a Java virtual machine that has been redesigned and optimized by Google to be suitable for Android platform. Linux kernel is located at bottom layer of Android system and acts as an abstraction layer between the hardware and the rest of the software stack. It provides core system services such as security, memory management, process management, network stack, and driver model. In addition, some bottom functions such as management of threads and of Dalvik virtual machine also rely on the Linux kernel. Android application runtime environment. Each Android application runs in separate process with its own instance of Dalvik virtual machine based on Java VM, and Dalvik design has been optimized for mobile devices. The Dalvik VM has a small memory footprint and multiple instances of Dalvik VM can run concurrently on handset. Linux kernel. At the bottom of the layer is Linux 2.6 with approximately 115 patches. This provides basic functionality like process management, memory management, device management like camera, keypad, display, etc. Also, kernel handles all things that Linux is really good at, such networking and a vast array of device drivers which take the pain out of interfacing to peripheral hardware. Dalvik virtual machine and Android applications and underlying frameworks are most entirely written in Java. Instead of using standard Java virtual machine, Android user uses its own VM. This virtual machine is not compatible to standard Java virtual machine. Java ME as it's specialized and optimized for layers for small systems. These small systems usually only provide little RAM, a slow CPU, and other no swap space to compensate the small amount of memory. Android is running on Linux kernel and its applications are written by Java programming language. So, Android applications are running on Java virtual machine named as Dalvik virtual machine. Memory in DVM. In Dalvik VM, there are 4 different kinds of memory to distinguish that can be grouped to clean, dirty, and share or private. Typically, data residing in either shared or private clean memory are libraries and application specific files like DEX files. Clean memory is backed up by files or other resources and can be pruned by kernel without data loss. The private dirty memory usually consists of applications heap and writable control data structures like needed in DEX files. These 3 categories of different memory are quite common, no specialty of Dalvik. Features of DVM. There are several features of Dalvik virtual machine. Zygote. Shared dirty memory is possible through facility of Dalvik called Zycode. It is a process which starts the boot time and is parent of Dalvik VMs in a system. The Zycode loads the initially classes that are supposed to be used very often by application into its heap. In a shared dirty memory resides, example, the text data structure of the libraries. After the startup of Zycode, it listens to commands on a socket. Okay, now the shared dirty memory is copy on write memory to minimizing the memory consumption. Dalvik virtual machine has multiple occurrences or instances on one device, and every instance runs in separate Linux process. An Android application runs in an instance of Dalvik virtual machine. Dalvik virtual machine relies on underlying the operation system for processing, isolation, memory management, and threading support. Dalvik virtual machine is register based. And the following shows the position of Dalvik virtual machine in Android system. Android application component. A core feature of Android is that one application could use component element that belong to another application, mean if the component is permitted using. In order to achieve such functions, Android application must launch the application while any part of the application is asked to instance the Java objects that being asked. Unlike to most operating systems, there are no single point that the system can enter in a Android application. For example, there are no main functions in Android application. Instead, each component is different point through the system can enter the application instant component object independently. So the activity is, an activity represents a single screen with user interface. So the particular form of an activity shows the amount of activities in application depend on how the developer designed the application. So each activity can start another activity in order to perform different actions. Each time a new activity starts, previous activity is stopped, but the system preserves the activity in a stack, the back stack. Service. Service is an Android component that runs in the background to perform long running operations or to perform work for remote process and does not provide a user interface. An activity can connect or bind the service that is running. If the service is not running, launch it. Like other applications components, service components always running in the main thread of application by default. So for the intensive or blocking operating a service platform performs may slow down activity performance. It is usually starts the new thread inside service, that is content provider. So the content provider provides the data share mechanism among application. A content provider is implemented as a subclass of content provider. So but an application does not call these methods immediately. Instead, it calls the method by an object named content resolver. Content resolver can communicate every content provider. Content resolver cooperated with content provider to manage IPC while sharing data. Broadcast receivers. Broadcast receivers is in charge of reception of system wide broadcast and take response aiming of the information that are broadcast transmitted. These could be any number of broadcast receiver in application, and each broadcast receiver implemented as a subclass of broadcast receiver. So the gateway to other components and is intended to do very minimal amount of work. Intent. Three of the four applications component types, activities, service, broadcast receivers, are activated by asynchronous messages called intent, which defines the messages by which can activate either specific component or specific type of component. Intent action. This is mandatory part of intent object and is string naming the action to be performed, or in the case of broadcast intents, the action that took place and is being reported, the announcement being broadcast. The other component type content provider is not activated by its intents, rather it's activated when targeted by the request of content resolver. Android intent actions. Following table list is the official documentation of complete list of actions. Boot sequence and process. Android boot sequence is hereby illustrated in diagram 6.1. So, Dalvik virtual machine, which is loaded by Xcode through kernel, and it is initiated that application related class in kernel. And music player as an example of boot sequence. So here is a simple music player. 4 components of Android have been defined in example. The music main activity is an object of activity type. It provides interface to users, application layers, and communicates with service used to play music in background by broadcast receiver. Music player service is an object of extension service type. It mainly functions is to play music in background and return play status to the music main activity by broadcast. A broadcast receiver has registered in a music main activity to receive all broadcasts from music player service, and the received broadcast will be resolved by music main activity, and according to the broadcast content the music main activity will do some actions shows users to play status, and the music info manager for the information of music files, and music info manager will activate a content provider that provided by system then get the music files list return into the music main activity. Android boot processor. In the figure 6.2 we can see the boot processor of Android when it is switched on, and detail of this process is under. Step 1, power on and system startup. Second one is bootloader. Third one is kernel. Fourth one is Intel processor. Fourth one is Xcode and Dalvik. Step 6 is system service, and step 7 is boot completed. And the conclusion is Android has a full open free mobile device platform with its powerful function and good user experience rapidly developed into most popular mobile operating system. This article gives a detailed introduction of Android OS, Android layers, applications, framework and native libraries, and the working principle of Android application, runtime and Dalvik virtual machine. As a final point, a music player on Android platform has presented an example to point up the mechanism how boot sequence of Android carry on, and this paper also have a brief knowledge about Android components, and my references are authors. Thank you.